So we are headed to Macau. Amy, did you bring a credit card?
Yeah, I've got cards, so we're good.
Okay, I got credit cards too. We're gonna need access to all of our credit cards. This is Macau we're talking about. We need access to every checking account we have.
You have higher limits than I do, so I'm glad you brought yours as well.
Macau is 3 times bigger than Vegas in terms of total revenue. So this is gonna be an interesting trip. I can't wait to see what Macau looks like IRL.
All high stakes, huh? Just like crazy. Like this is like weird, not gonna fit in.
It's gonna be wild. So what have we learned so far? We asked the concierge, and they have done what?
They're getting us a taxi to one of the ferry stations. The closest one, there are 2 actually here in Shenzhen. Both of them will take you to Macau. It takes about an hour, and it seems like they leave in the morning every hour to every hour and a half. I think we're gonna try
for the 9 o'clock?
The 9 o'clock one. I think we'll have plenty of time, and I'm excited, yeah.
And now a word about our sponsors, BetterHelp. Running a small business and media company has been an incredible journey, but it's been the constant grind. I find myself working 12-hour days, 7 days a week, and it's starting to take its toll on my well-being. I'm always focused on a new task, new client, new deadline, and I rarely take a moment to slow down and enjoy life. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of entrepreneurship, but I've come to realize that neglecting my mental health is not a suitable way to live. I know that speaking to a therapist would be valuable in helping me find a better work-life balance and rediscover the joy in my daily life. To comfort you in your own home through video chats, phone calls, and even messaging. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can find the right fit for you. And if you're not satisfied with your therapist, you can easily switch it up at no additional cost. I'll put all the link information below, and there's even a special discount for your first month of therapy. Your mental health is worth investing in. That's where BetterHelp comes into play. In fact, they're the sponsors of today's video, and they can help you partner with the exact right therapist that's going to be there for you. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can find the right fit for you. And if you're not satisfied with your therapist, you can easily switch it up at no additional cost. I'll put all the link information below, and there's even a special discount for your first month of therapy. Your mental health is worth investing in, and that's where BetterHelp can help you. It's time to get started. So we're just taking a standard regular taxi. I just saw some of the, the top-end Uber-y taxis are really nice, and then there's your average taxi. I think we're just taking average.
We've noticed in the Didi app, Didi is China's version of Uber, where you can pick taxi. You can pick everything from taxis to luxury vehicles to 6-seaters to like larger vehicles. There are a lot of different options, and you can choose those. And it's not that much more expensive to go for the high end, just as if you were choosing like an Uber Black or an Uber X in the United States.
But there can be a big difference in the quality.
In general, though, in China, I would say that the taxis are a lot cheaper than in the United States. For example, we got kind of the Uber Black luxury car yesterday, 2 hours from Shanghai all the way to Shenzhen. They're giving you like the Pellegrino and like the sparkling water and the Voss water and all
nice
that
car.
Nice stuff. Very, very nice, beautiful car. I think it ended up being $80 total for a 2-hour ride.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
But the cab driver just dropped us off.
We are at the ferry. I believe we're going to go up to the 2nd floor. That's the ticketing office. And we're going to see if we can get a ticket to the ferry to Macau at 9 o'clock, hopefully. So it gives us about 30 minutes to get our tickets and get on the boat.
And I think the boat is literally 100 feet that way, so that's good. Just got to get our tickets. What amazed me is our cab ride, 10-minute cab ride, was 16 yuan, which is $2. $2 and change. So I think we should take taxis everywhere here. Yeah. It feels good when you're in another country and taxis are a lot cheaper. You don't have to feel bad about it, right?
There's no option to tip, and there's no cultural expectation of tipping here.
That sometimes takes the stress off of that transaction aspect. So you can see, behind me is the ticketing terminal. And we got to find the 2nd floor. Ticketing office. So it's probably right around here somewhere. Big in here. So first you have a tourist information area, pretty big. And all up there, I love this. Coffee shop is real cute. You'll see, and that wasn't one, but K Coffee, and maybe it was, means KFC, Kentucky Coffee. So yeah, they have, KFC does a coffee chain here that kind of rivals Starbucks. It's no wonder KFC's doing so well. We see Amy walking ahead of us. She's looking to get our tickets. Oh, there we go. Shundi, she's asking the information office. What'd you learn? That way? Second floor. That makes sense because they keep telling us second floor. We should go to the second floor. So yeah, we're just learning our way around here. But a lot of signs have English. Hong Kong airport check-in, ticket service, etc. Gotta watch where I'm going. Is you impressed so far?
This is a really nice, being from Alaska, I've taken my fair share of ferries. And
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice ferry terminal.
Yeah, normally don't have that. I'm not sure why it's not so busy. You know? Most places, airports and things. Time of day? Weekday?
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, Macau has a lot of money. So they can afford a nice terminal.
That's exactly what I told her.
Okay, so to the left.
Right about everything.
So far, so good, right? This is beautiful. Floors are nice and clean. I've been impressed with China, honestly. Like the things we've seen and done, you're not dealing with second rate here. This is real stuff. And it is a very much economically, there's a lot of capitalism here. Like there's a lot of, we do things to make money. So we're gonna see. Then go to the yellow line. And actually, why don't we go to the one that has people? Yeah, we'll go over here. This looks like the right yellow line. Like these stand behind the yellow line signs. Makes me feel okay. Okay, do we need my passport? I'll give you mine. We got the, we're fortunate we got the business passport that's good for 10 years. We had a friend who was here, and he only got the 7-day temporary passport, a 6-day passport, and he had to leave halfway through his trip just to check out to another country and come back. So if you can, get that business 10-year passport. Tourist.
Business is only 90 days.
Oh, tourist.
Tourist is actually better.
And we got the 10-year. All right, so Amy just paid for 2 tickets. It was $400. So 400 divided by 7, whatever that number is, $80 maybe, I don't know. That was the price for our 2 ferry tickets. Is this a one-way trip?
So this is one way, and let's see, we'll do the exchange rate.
Like
And
$80 was my guess.
It was
no.
$4.73, so it was like $66.
66.
It's about $30 a person each way.
That's not bad
usually.
for a
Yeah.
ferry. And we got to get over there before 9, right? Do we know where to go?
Is it this way, departures?
Okay.
Right here. Do you want to hit that before we go?
Sure. I don't know.
I'm going to.
Okay, we're going to. So the toilets are just holes in the wall. That's different. All right, so we're walking towards departures now. I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know what you used in there, but it was interesting because the toilets, there was a little sign on the door of each
Yeah.
telling you if it's a squatty or if it's a normal toilet, and they had both.
So I
What did you get?
That for the first time yesterday. I love the squatties. I
Yeah,
love the squatty potty.
you got quads.
But yesterday, Rebecca and I went to the ladies' room at the same time, and she was like, "Oh no, I can't possibly use this." And I looked around at all the stalls, and I was like, "Oh no, that's a normal one. That's a normal one because you can tell on the outside."
Yeah, on the outside.
Yeah.
So they got
I
both
didn't notice that.
styles. So some people like the squatty. They say it's more sanitary because you're not touching anything.
It really is. That's my new jam. Like we need one of those.
The squatty potty.
Yeah.
And then other people like the
Sit down.
normal sit-down traditional.
Western style.
And then sometimes you go someplace fancy, they got a bidet here, and that's pretty cool. Like the electric ones with the heated seats.
I'm glad that we.
I think it's over here. All right.
Inno seems like the abbreviation for Macau, so we're gonna
Okay.
follow the Inno signs.
No.
Is it down or up?
It only goes one way. I think you have to go down to get to the water. You're not going up to get on a boat.
Makes sense.
Unless it's got like a gate, but I don't think it's a smaller boat. From what we can tell, we're going to first floor, arrivals and check-in. Seems easy. And it's this direction. Okay. So we gotta look for arrivals and check-in. Doot, 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 doot. Cruise line coach. No, that's like coaches in a bus. That's the area to go to the bus. Cruise departure that way. It's a quiet airport, though. It's not an airport. These people seem happy to be helping us. Security. Gotta keep an eye out for those signs that like, don't record this. But so far, so good.
So do we need to go back up?
Cruise departures. You sure? Yeah, it says cruise departures up. Maybe it's a different section. All right, we'll try this escalator. It is fun how much travel can just be like, that doesn't quite make sense, but I'll do it. All right.
We have over signage in the U.S. sometimes, and I think other countries it's like almost like confusing.
Yeah, well, we're just following it. You probably had to go down to get up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah,
We're just circling.
Oh, no, this is right. 'Cause
Departures?
we have to go through security.
Oh, okay, good. Let's go through security. China customs, nothing to declare. Cool. Let's show our passports. I'm gonna stop recording. Customs was surprisingly simple. They just looked at our passports, stamped them with Macau, and let us in. Nothing to declare because we're just bringing our backpacks. And, we got about 15, 20 minutes to find our boat. And I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Macau to the left, international cruise to the right. I assume that maybe they do like full cruise ships. So when it's cruise ships, this gets busier, right? Like this is a port, and if you got a 5,000 person cruise ship, it's a bit. But if it's just a ferry going across, it's like 40 people, 100 people going, no big deal. This is super simple. Yeah. So yeah, immigration was, I think so. So show the boat over there. I think we're getting close.
Immigration is super nice, and they have even a little thing that's like smiley face, frowny face. Like, how was your experience today? So you can rate in real time how the immigrations and customs officers are doing. And I've heard from everyone here that they're like, no, you can't be mean in China. You can't be rude.
Someone will report you and you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, and I love that. I love a culture of narking. Like, yes, we need to tell on people when they're rude because the United States immigration officers are the worst.
Hey, security at Atlanta Airport, step up your game.
Yes, like Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson, Hartsville. Like, you guys, woo.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Right? So good stuff. Okay, you'll see Amy ahead of us. She's a bit up there. This looks like the boarding queue to go to Macau. As far as I can tell, this is it. So she's just checking to make sure we're in the right line, but this is the only line. I think it leaves at 9 o'clock in the morning. You'll see this a lot on our channel. Amy and I kind of split expenses on stuff. We both have our own business and we do well. So we kind of split 50-50 to see, what the different expenses are. She covers her share, and it's just nice to go with somebody who's super fun. Looks like she got the thumbs up that this is the right line. And she's super fun to travel with. So even on days that you're just like in cabs and on ferries, she makes it fun. Yeah, this is the right line? Yep. Awesome. On a boat. Pengxing. How do you say the X in Chinese? Do we know? Xing? Pengxing? All right. We're getting on a ferry, going to Macau. Gonna spend some money. Gonna do it now. Yeah. Ooh, cool. Ni hao. Friendly. All right. So it smells like a ferry. Not too bad. Not bad. It's not like the market. Oh, yeah. Chinese, English, Portuguese.
Portuguesa.
Do we have a seat number? Okay, we're gonna see if we have a seat number.
Let's see, so
Keep walking.
walk in.
RMB 30, 230. Seat number? 91 and 103. All right, maybe we're not next to each other. Cool. I see it. 96, 94. Ooh, maybe I'm back that way. I ruined it for everyone. Oh. 91. My 103. Amanda, can I have mine?
You're actually this one.
What am I? That's okay. We'll switch. I'll be 103.
Yeah, 103.
103. Verizon says, welcome to Macau, $10 a day for internet access. So we got off the ship, kind of got accosted by a guy trying to give us a tour, but we need to get a taxi. So do we want to try these taxis? Yeah. Let's go try. You lead this?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to walk over to one of these guys.
It's not a van.
I think they're all vans. Let's just go to the first van. Seems serious. You got a better one? They all look like vans. I don't think it's gonna be too much more.
Taxi?
Yep. Travel. Smart Travel Limited. Okay, that wasn't a taxi, maybe. Maybe that's waiting for somebody. All right. I'm gonna walk and find a taxi. Well, there's buses too, in case you need to take a bus. We're gonna figure this out. So just off on the right is the taxi stand. That took a little bit. There's a lot of guys trying to sell us tours of the entire city, which I'm sure is fine. We just want to take a taxi to what casino?
Lisboa Hotel?
Lisboa Hotel. Does that have anything to do with James Bond?
No.
I'm gonna cut through. Don't tell no one.
This is the most iconic casino and hotel in Macau.
Cool.
Very beautiful, very ornate, has really cool architecture.
Cool, and I think maybe we got the next taxi coming through. Not too long of a line. The guys trying to sell tours was like I felt very like in Mexico when you get off the plane, right? We're just shoving it down your throat a little bit. This is us. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, they're other side of the road here.
No, wow, they're driving the other side of the road? Hello. Oh, he's got automatic door. And let's do this. Lisboa? Lisboa? Yeah, good. All right, Lisboa. Starts at 21. Okay. What's that? Yeah. Starts at 21 apparently. Cool. Little microphone in here. So we are going here. What do they call it? All the way up. And the drivers, I feel like ripped us off a little bit, but we did okay because we didn't have Macau money.
Yeah, we didn't have any cash. I'm not sure if it was a scam.
We didn't have any
or
digital
not.
money.
He spoke no English, but he all of a sudden was really, really good at the conversion rate between Macau dollars and USD.
Yeah, he was willing to take way too many US dollars.
Yeah,
Since
so
he didn't take credit cards or digital, which everyone else does, I feel like he could have, but no big deal.
yeah.
We're excited to get into the casino. But yeah, that was really cool. And we'll show the very entrance of the casino, and then we'll do another video about the casinos. So we walked out of the main casino. What was that called?
The Lisboa?
Lisboa. We walked across the street to another casino. What was that called?
I don't remember.
It was owned by the Lisboa.
Yeah.
And then we're looking for something to eat, but it looks like everything here is either duck feet or pharmaceutical slash.
There's so many pharmacies, skincare, face masks, everything you could possibly need. We're definitely going to pick up some fun stuff and do another video on that. So if you're interested, look for that. We're going to
make sure you subscribe.
All of the snails, all of the swallow's nest, all the cool stuff.
But every other place is a pharmacy. Hernwith, Gerwith, Steineth. I don't know what any of it is, but it seems like there is a lot of skincare products in a lot of these places. So yeah, you can get a bird's nest facial. As you can tell, we're sweating a little bit.
It's really hot.
It's a little on the hot side. And Amy, do we want to head back to the main casino to go to get like a steak dinner or something if they're doing it yet?
So. They have some pretty fancy restaurants there. I don't know how fancy we want to go, but that seemed like our safest bet, so we might as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we planned on having like a Michelin-starred dinner for lunch, but you know what? That might be how it shakes out.
Might be Michelin-star dinner for lunch. It's only 11-ish, so we'll see what happens there. Starting to cross the street. It is a busy crossing, as you'll see people going the other way. Then we have to stop. Amy gets stressed out at some of these crossings, huh?
I just like to follow the rules, and you jaywalk it sometimes. I just want to wait until I see the green.
Fair. Let's see. See, we got apartments. This guy's going. This guy was motoring. You think it's a mall, you said?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, green. We're crossing. So I don't know how much we can show you inside the casino. We got a little footage from my hip, but not a ton. Don't want to get banned from this place. But up here on the left is the Lisboa. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Lisboa.
It's huge.
Iconic. Let's see. Nope, that wasn't it. Was that it?
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Looks weird from the ground. So yeah, that's fun.
Very cool. This is a fun tile that definitely has that Portuguese influence. If you turn around and show that thing, you can see a lot of Portuguese influence here, I think.
Portuguese influence, she says. Wow, I'm sweating buckets.
It's very hot.
All right, we're about to go up. We'll switch up the camera angle and show you as we walk up some cool rickshaws and stuff. All right. So they told us the round-the-clock buffet was on U2, and I thought it was underground. So I started going down an escalator, and the guy stopped me, and I ran back up the escalator to get to Amy.
We almost went to Macau jail. I don't know.
You really think everything we do is going to send us to Macau jail? You're like, we jaywalk, we go to jail.
This is a free elevator, though.
Go in the wrong elevator, go to jail. How strict are they here? Everything is just straight go to jail.
We got round-the-clock buffet.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, folks, thanks again for watching, and make sure to check out some of our other travel videos. Click that subscribe button and turn on those notifications.